They laugh when you fail, don't they? They cheer when you fall. It's funny to them, amusing even. But here's the punchline. They don't understand what they're really looking at. Failure, defeat. It's not the end. No, it's where the real work begins. Legends aren't born from success. Oh no, they're born from pain, from loss, from crawling out of the deepest pits of despair. Defeat, my friend, is the greatest teacher. It's raw, it's ugly, it's merciless, but it shows you the truth about the world, about yourself. Success is a liar. It whispers sweet nothings in your ear, tells you you're invincible. But defeat strips away the lies. It holds a mirror to your face and forces you to look at what's really there. Every weakness, every flaw. And if you're smart, if you're clever, you'll thank it for that. Because only then can you begin to rebuild. See, the world wants you to believe in perfection. It wants you to think that the heroes, the legends, were always on top, always winning. But that's the greatest joke of all. Every single legend you've ever heard of, they were shaped by their defeats, broken, battered, and beaten down so many times that they lost count. But they didn't stay down. Oh no. They turned their defeats into fuel. They took the pain, the anger, the humiliation, and they used it. The thing is, most people can't handle defeat. It's too much for them. It crushes them, grinds them into dust. But not you. You're different, aren't you? You've tasted defeat, felt its sting, and yet here you are, still breathing, still standing. That's no accident. That's power. That's the foundation of something unstoppable. And you know what they don't realize? Every time you get back up, every time you push through, you're getting stronger, smarter, more dangerous. Now, let's talk about those who fall. You've seen them. They're everywhere. The ones who take defeat as a sign to quit. They collapse, they cry, they throw in the towel and say, I can't do it. They wallow in their own misery, make excuses, blame the world for their failures. They let the defeat define them and they stop there. They don't see the bigger picture, the opportunity that lies in the rubble. You're not like them. You won't let defeat dictate your fate. You won't let it be the end of your story. You'll use it. You'll twist it, reshape it, carve a path through it that leads to something more, something greater. Because that's what true warriors do. They don't run from defeat. They learn from it. They grow stronger. They become smarter. And they return ready to fight again and again and again. Because they know something the others don't. Defeat doesn't last, but legends do. Do you think the greats of history got to where they are by avoiding pain? Do you think they turned their backs when things got hard? No, they embraced it. They walked through it with their heads held high because they knew the world wasn't kind. They knew that the pain, the suffering, the loss, it was all part of the deal, the price of greatness. And once they'd paid it, once they had weathered the storm, nothing could stop them. You see, the world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your pain. It doesn't care about how many times you've been knocked down. The world keeps turning, and if you want to be someone, if you want to carve your name in the annals of history, you need to get up. You need to face that pain, that defeat, and you need to rise above it. You need to make it your weapon, your shield, and your strength. Because that's the only way you'll truly win. I'll tell you something else. People love to talk about success, don't they? About how it's the end goal, the shining light at the end of the tunnel. But what they don't tell you is that success is an illusion. It's fleeting. It's temporary. Success comes and goes like the wind. But defeat stays with you. It sticks to your bones. It shapes you. It forges you into something more. And that's why it matters more than success. That's why it's the true test. You can succeed once. Anyone can. But if you want to be remembered, if you want to be a legend, you have to face defeat again and again until it can't touch you anymore, until you become the one who hands out defeat instead of receiving it. And that's the real secret. The difference between a man who stumbles and one who becomes a legend is this. The legend doesn't stop. He doesn't quit. He doesn't run from pain. He doesn't shy away from suffering. He welcomes it because he knows that it is in those moments that he is made. In the crucible of pain, in the fires of defeat, that's where true strength is forged. So what is defeat, really? It's a doorway. It's not a tomb. It's not a prison. It's not a dead end. It's a door that only opens when you've endured the agony, when you've pushed yourself to the brink of collapse and said, I'm still standing. And that's the secret they don't tell you. The pain you're feeling, the exhaustion, the frustration, it's the door opening. It's your opportunity to step through it and into something greater, if you let it. Most people, they never get past that door. They give up too soon. They're convinced that their failure defines them. They allow the defeat to bury them. But not you. You don't make that mistake. You don't let the world shape you. You shape the world. You turn that defeat into something you can use. You let it mold you into something unrecognizable, something stronger, something the world can't break. Because once you get past that door, once you get on the other side of defeat, everything changes. You are reborn in that moment. You're no longer the person you were before. That person who doubted themselves, who feared the failure. No, you're someone new now. Someone who's tasted defeat, someone who's endured it, and someone who now stands on top of it, using it as a stepping stone. That's how legends are made. They don't walk around with clean hands. They don't have shiny records of success. They walk through the mud, through the blood, through the sweat and tears, and they emerge stronger for it. That's the price of greatness. That's the cost of immortality. You want to be great? You want to be a legend? Then you need to embrace your defeats. You need to face them head on, let them consume you. And then, when they think they've broken you, that's when you rise. And when you do, the world will remember. Not because of your successes, not because of your victories, but because you were the one who got back up when everyone else stayed down. That's the difference. That's what makes a legend. And when you rise, when you push past the defeat, you'll see the world in a way you never have before. You'll see it for what it truly is. You'll see how fragile it all is. You'll see how easily everything can be taken from you. And that's when you realize defeat was never the problem. The problem is thinking that defeat is the end. It's not. It's just the beginning. The true challenge is in how you rise, how you keep moving forward, even when the world tells you to stop. When the voices get loud, when the world pulls you back down, that's when you show them who you really are. You don't cower. You don't beg for mercy. You stand tall. You look them in the eye, and you show them that you are more than what they see. You are more than the sum of your failures, more than the scars that mark your body. You are the one who gets up every single time until there's no more doubt, until there's nothing left but victory, and that victory will taste so much sweeter because you know what it took to get there. The thing is, defeat has this incredible power. You may not see it now, but it's molding you, shaping you into something stronger. It's like the darkness of a cave. It feels suffocating, claustrophobic. You can't see the light. But guess what? The darkness reveals the brightest stars. Those moments of crushing despair, those low points, they're the times that carve out the depths of your soul. They make you resilient. They make you relentless. And when the world tries to break you down again, you'll stand unshaken. They'll look at you and wonder, how the hell did you survive that? You want to be different? You want to leave a mark on this world? Then stop running from your defeats. Stop pretending they don't exist. Face them, embrace them. Let them be the fire that forges you into something greater than the person who fell. Because that's the secret. It's not in avoiding the pain. It's in walking through it. All of it. The pain, the rejection, the loss, all of it. You don't run from it. You don't hide from it. You let it consume you, and you come out the other side stronger, better, unstoppable. Now, I'm sure you've heard all the motivational bullshit. Get up, don't quit, they say. You're a winner, they chant. But let me tell you this. Those words are as hollow as they come. They mean nothing, absolutely nothing. Because without defeat, without real pain, there's no real strength. There's no true growth. It's all just empty words. Don't quit won't save you. Get up won't change the fact that you're staring down an obstacle so huge it seems impossible. But here's the truth. They're right in one regard. You can't quit. Not because of the bullshit motivation, but because you're not the type to quit. You're the type to fight, to stand in the face of pain and say, is that the best you've got? That's how you become a legend. And you know what happens when you face defeat head on? When you let it consume you and rise from the ashes, you make them all watch. You make them see. You make them understand that they were wrong. They laughed at you when you fell. They doubted you when you stumbled. But you didn't fall. You didn't stumble. You got up and you kept going. And that's when you become more than just a survivor. You become a force. The beauty of pain, of defeat, is that it tears down your illusions. It shatters everything you thought you knew about yourself. And when you put yourself back together, you don't just fix the cracks. No, you forge something new, something stronger. The world may be cruel, it may be unforgiving, but there's one thing it cannot do. It can't break you, not if you don't let it. And that, my friend, is where your power lies. In the fact that you can take all the blows, all the punches, and still keep going. That's the heart of a legend. So when the world tells you to quit, when it tells you you've failed too many times, when it tells you to stay down, you look it in the eye and laugh. Laugh at the idea that defeat could ever control you. You take that pain, that failure, and you turn it into something dangerous. You turn it into a weapon that will not only shape your future, but will carve your name into the history books. Because that's the truth. Legends aren't made in comfort. They're made in the trenches. They're made in the fight. And if you're willing to keep fighting, to keep pushing, there's nothing in this world that can stop you. You might think you're alone in this. You might think that the world has it all figured out, and you're the only one struggling, the only one falling. But you're wrong. The world isn't against you, my friend. It's indifferent. It doesn't care whether you rise or fall, live or die. It will keep spinning. It will keep moving. And if you're not careful, you'll get left behind. But that's the beauty of it. The world doesn't dictate your worth. You do. Your actions, your choices, your ability to stare defeat in the face and keep moving forward, that's what defines you. Not what the world thinks, not what others say, only you. There will be times when you feel small, when the weight of everything is too much to bear, when you're crushed under the weight of your own failures, your own mistakes. Those are the moments that will test you. They'll try to break you. They'll push you to the edge, and if you're not careful, they'll send you into the abyss. But listen closely. Those are the moments you have to embrace, because it's only in the darkness that you truly understand who you are. Only when you're stripped of everything, when you've lost it all, will you realize what you're made of. It's in the void, the emptiness, that your real strength emerges. Pain isn't something to avoid. Pain is something to conquer. It's something to embrace and use. You take that pain, you carry it, and you let it fuel you. You turn it into something more than just a scar. You turn it into power. You don't let it break you. You make it your ally, your partner in this fight. Pain will either destroy you or define you. The choice is yours. And let's be clear, there's no easy way out, no shortcuts, no quick fixes. There's no magic pill that will make it all go away. But that's what makes it worth it, right? The struggle, the fight, the battle to come back stronger than before. The world doesn't give a damn if you win or lose, but it will remember the ones who didn't quit, the ones who kept going when the odds were stacked against them, the ones who didn't stop, the ones who fought for what they wanted, regardless of the pain, the cost, the sacrifice. It's the sacrifices that will make you stronger. It's the choices you make when you're at your lowest that will define who you are. When you're on the brink of losing everything, that's when you make your stand. That's when you become more than just another face in the crowd. You become someone who is remembered, someone who refused to be defeated, someone who took the pain, the struggle, the darkness, and turned it into a force that no one could stop. Every time you fall, every time you fail, you have two options. You can stay down, give up, let it consume you, or you can rise. You can get up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. Because those are the moments that separate the weak from the strong, the survivors from the legends. Legends don't stop. They don't quit. They don't let defeat be the end of their story. They use it to write a new chapter. And if you want to be one of them, you need to do the same. You need to rise. You need to embrace your pain, your failures, and make them the foundation of your greatness. So let the world watch. Let them see your struggle. Let them see you bleed. Let them see you fall. Because when you get back up, when you stand tall again, they won't be able to deny your power. They won't be able to deny your strength. They'll see a force that cannot be stopped. And that's when you know you've become a legend. Because legends aren't born. They're forged in the fires of defeat. And you're just getting started. You see, the world isn't fair. It never was, and it never will be. You've heard it 1,000 times, haven't you? Life isn't fair. And you know what? That's the truth. So you're left with one option. Do you sit around whining about it, complaining about your misfortune, hoping someone will come along and fix it for you? Or do you accept the fact that life's cruel, life's tough, and it's going to beat you down and then rise anyway? No one's coming to save you. No one's going to reach out their hand and pull you out of your misery. You're on your own in this world. You always were. And if you think someone else will swoop in at the last second to save you, you're just as deluded as everyone else. The truth is simple, ugly, and brutally honest. You save yourself, or you die in the pit you've dug. People tell you to dream big, to reach for the stars. They paint this fairy tale picture where everything will magically come together. But do you know what that is? It's a distraction, a lie. The reality is far darker than that. Dreams don't come true because you want them to. They come true because you fight for them. And fighting isn't pretty. Fighting is dirty. Fighting means getting your hands bloodied, your body battered, and your spirit broken. You think you're entitled to something? You're not. You've got to earn it. You've got to make it yours. That's the difference between the dreamers and the doers. The dreamers sit back and hope for things to fall into their lap, but the doers, they go out and take what they want. They take the hits. They take the pain. They take the darkness, and they use it to propel themselves forward. The dreamers, they sit on the sidelines whining about how unfair life is. But you're not like them, are you? You're the one who keeps going. You're the one who refuses to quit, no matter how many times life knocks you down. And that, my friend, is the difference that will separate you from the weak. They want you to break. They want you to quit. They want you to believe that you're not strong enough to survive. But here's the thing. You are. You always were. You just haven't realized your own strength yet. You've been waiting for the right moment, for the perfect conditions to come along, but they won't. Not ever. Because there's no such thing as a perfect moment. There's only now. There's only the present, and what you choose to do with it. You're not going to get a second chance. You're not going to get a do-over. This is it. You want greatness? You want to be someone who leaves a legacy? Then stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. The only moment that matters is the one you're in right now, right here. And what are you going to do with it? Are you going to waste it? Or are you going to use this moment to carve out your future? You can either stay here, stuck in your misery, or you can rise. Rise above it all. Rise above the doubt, the pain, the fear. The world doesn't care if you rise or fall, but you care. You should care. And that's what will make you unstoppable. That's what will make you a legend. The world won't hand you anything. It won't give you a damn thing. But if you're willing to fight for it, if you're willing to tear everything down and rebuild it from the ground up, then the world won't be able to stop you. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's going to be easy. No, I won't give you some delusional comfort about how everything will magically work out. Life is cruel. Life is ruthless. And if you're waiting for it to hand you something, you're going to be waiting a long time. The world doesn't owe you anything. Not a damn thing. You don't deserve anything just because you exist. You earn it. You fight for it. You take it by force if you have to. And you know what? The moment you accept that, when you finally understand that no one owes you a damn thing, not the world, not the people around you, you'll begin to see the truth. The truth that power isn't given, it's seized. Power isn't handed to you, it's taken. You want to be great? You want to rise above the rest? Then stop waiting for a golden opportunity to land in your lap. Create it. Tear down the walls and make your own path. Here's the thing that people don't tell you. You can be the hero of your story, or you can be the villain. But the thing is, there is no good or bad when it comes to survival. There's only what works. There's only what gets you closer to your goals. You may be hated, you may be feared, but when you're standing at the top, when you've conquered everything, do you think it matters who hated you? Do you think it matters who feared you? No. All that matters is that you stood tall when the world tried to knock you down. All that matters is that you fought, and you won. You think the legends, the greats, the ones who changed history, sat around waiting for things to come to them? Think again. They went out and took what they wanted. They pushed past every obstacle, every no, every failure. And do you know what they did after they failed? They got back up and kept going. They learned from it. They didn't run from it. They didn't hide. They took their pain, their losses, and they used it to sharpen their edge. They became better, stronger, and they never looked back. If you want to be a part of that legacy, if you want to be remembered, you have to make the decision now, right now. Stop waiting. Stop hesitating. Get off your ass and do something. Because no one's going to do it for you. You're not going to get handed the future you want. You're going to have to fight for it. And when you do, you won't be the same person you were before. You'll be something else, something better, something stronger. And you'll look back and laugh at how far you've come. The journey you're about to take won't be easy. It won't be smooth. It won't be filled with fairy tale moments, but it will be worth it. Because every moment of struggle, every ounce of pain you experience will forge you. It will build you into the person you need to be to make it through this. So, embrace the challenge. Embrace the pain. Let it drive you. Let it fuel you. Let it be the thing that gets you to the next level. Because when you come out the other side, you won't just be a survivor. You'll be a conqueror. And that, my friend, is the only thing that truly matters. Now, I can almost hear it, the voice in your head, the one telling you to quit, the one telling you that it's too much, that the weight of it all is unbearable. You're tired, you're broken, you feel like you can't go on anymore. You've had enough. You've reached your limit. But that's exactly what they want. That's exactly what life wants from you. It wants you to quit. It wants you to stop. It wants to see you broken, because then it knows it's won. But you know what? That's when you've got to dig deeper. When that voice gets the loudest, when the pain is at its peak, that's when you have to keep going. You see, the world doesn't care about your struggles. It doesn't care about your pain. But you care. And that's what makes all the difference. When you push through, when you refuse to give up, when you keep going, even when every part of you is screaming to stop, that is when you win. You're not going to reach the top by sitting around. You're not going to get there by waiting for the universe to be kind to you. The universe doesn't care about you. The people around you don't care about you. They might pretend they do, but in the end, they all have their own battles to fight. You have to take matters into your own hands. You have to decide to get up and keep moving, no matter how hard it gets. No one else can do that for you. They can give you advice. They can give you encouragement. But in the end, the only person who can decide your future is you. The only person who can decide if you rise or fall is you. And if you choose to rise, if you choose to fight through the pain, then the world will have no choice but to take notice. The world will have no choice but to respect you. It's easy to be comfortable. It's easy to stay in the safety of what you know. It's easy to stay small. But you know what? That's not living. That's existing. You're here for more than that. You weren't born to just sit around, waiting for life to come to you. You were born to make something of yourself. You were born to create your own destiny. But it's not going to be handed to you. You're going to have to go out and take it. You're going to have to fight for it. And guess what? You're strong enough to do it. Don't let anyone convince you that you're not. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't. The moment you start believing that lie is the moment you lose. This journey will challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself. It will test your strength, your resolve, your will. It will push you to the brink of despair and then ask you to climb higher. It will tear you down and then dare you to build yourself back up. And when you think you can't take anymore, when you feel like you're about to break, that's when you need to find out just how strong you really are. The world will try to break you. It will throw everything at you. It will beat you down, kick you while you're on the ground, and spit on your face. But you're stronger than that. You're more than that. You can take it. You can take it all and come back stronger. The world wants to see you fail, but you don't give it the satisfaction. You rise, you fight, and you never stop. And here's the thing, people won't understand. They won't get it. They won't see what you're doing or why you're doing it. They'll laugh at you. They'll tell you that you're crazy. They'll tell you to quit. They'll tell you that you're wasting your time, your energy, your life. But here's the truth. Those people, they're scared. They're scared of what you might become. They're scared of your potential. They're scared of what happens when you break free from their expectations, from their limitations. They want you to stay small, stay comfortable, stay in line with the herd. But you're not like them. You're different. You're not afraid of the unknown. You're not afraid of the pain. And that's what makes you unstoppable. The moment you stop caring about what others think is the moment you take back control of your life. You stop living for others and you start living for yourself. You're going to face countless challenges. People will betray you. They will leave you. They will tell you that you'll never make it. But here's the thing. None of that matters. None of it. The only thing that matters is that you keep moving. The only thing that matters is that you refuse to stop. The only thing that matters is that you get back up every time you fall. Every single time. You can let the pain consume you, or you can use it as fuel to keep going. The choice is yours. Don't let the world make that choice for you. You get to decide your fate. You get to decide if you're going to win or lose. And if you decide to win, then nothing and no one can stop you. You'll carve your path, you'll rise above the noise, and you'll be unstoppable.